The Jedi Order suffered many terrible losses over its long history. Its original homeworld, Ossus, destroyed by the Sith. It was riven apart by schisms again and again, and during the first Jedi Purge, the Sith almost completely wiped the Jedi out. But as far as single events went, not even the destruction of Ossus or the conclave at Qatar could match the devastation that the 501st Legion wrought on the Jedi Temple in 19 BBY. Officially named Operation Knightfall, this infamous battle has been featured in all manner of Star Wars media, and in this video, we explore it in detail.
Attention, Sergeant on deck!
You all know how Operation Knightfall began. On the last day of the Clone Wars, 4 Jedi Masters tried to arrest Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, who had been revealed as Darth Sidious. They were defeated, in part thanks to Anakin Skywalker, who fell to the dark side and became Darth Vader. Following Anakin's fall, Sidious sent him to the Jedi Temple with the 501st Legion to wipe out all the Jedi inside, while Sidious transmitted Order 66 to clone units across the galaxy. On 1,000 battlefronts across the galaxy, Jedi died. Before the killing began, the Jedi at the temple sensed something was up. Shaak Ti, Jedi Battlemaster Sindralik, Chief Archivist Jocasta Nu, and Gate Master Jurok all felt a massive disturbance in the Force. Dralik readied the temple's defenders for battle, while Jurok ran to the gates to seal the temple. Jocasta Nu sent her Padawan out into the Coruscant Undercity with a detailed map to save him from whatever was to come, while Shaak Ti kept meditating, hoping to discern what had caused the disturbance. At the same time, Darth Vader marched up the temple steps with the 501st Legion at his back. "Anakin," Gate Master Jurok gasped, running up to the young man. "Anakin, what happened? Where are the Masters?" Anakin looked at him as though he wasn't sure who the Gate Master was. "Where is Shaak Ti?" "In the meditation chambers, we felt something in the Force, something awful. She's searching the Force in deep meditation, trying to get some feel for what's going on." His words trailed away. Anakin didn't seem to be listening. "Something has happened, hasn't it?" Jurok looked past him now. The night beyond the temple was full of clones. Battalions of them, brigades, thousands. "Anakin," he said slowly, "what's going on? Something's happened, something horrible. How bad is it?" The last thing Jurok felt was the emitter of a lightsaber against the soft flesh of his jaw. The last thing he heard as blue plasma chewed upward through his head and burst through the top of his skull and burned away at his life was Anakin Skywalker's melancholy reply, "You have no idea." With the gates clear, the clones poured into the temple, firing on any Jedi they saw. On the orders of Commander Appo, the 501st Legion dispersed, splitting into squads to cover more ground. Meanwhile, Vader led a squad to capture the Jedi Temple's communications center. The center was under the protection of Jedi Knight Shah Kun, but Kun fled into the Coruscant Undercity before the clones arrived, sensing that Vader had fallen. Vader advanced toward the communications center through the Jedi archives, where Jocasta Nu confronted him. Nu sensed that Vader had fallen and prepared to defend herself, but she was easily slain by the Sith Lord, who slaughtered every other Jedi he found in the library, while the clones set about downloading the contents of the archives. From there, Vader moved on to the communications center. Here, he activated the Jedi Temple's recall beacon, sending out a message to Jedi across the galaxy to come home. Vader ordered a team of clone assassins to guard the beacon with their lives, and then set out in search of Sindralik, the commander of the temple's defenses. On the way, Vader killed Dralig's apprentice, Sera Keto. Around the time that Keto perished, Dralig and the surviving Jedi Masters realized the temple was lost and attempted to evacuate all the Knights and Padawans they could. While LAAT gunships shot down any spacecraft trying to flee the temple, doing serious damage to the structure in the process, Vader made his way to the Room of 1,000 Fountains, where Dralig was evacuating students he had been training in lightsaber combat. Vader butchered several Padawans before engaging the Jedi Battlemaster in a fierce lightsaber duel. While the men of the 501st arrived and slaughtered the rest of the Padawans, Vader managed to overcome Dralig, striking down the greatest warrior left in the temple. Vader hunted down Shaak Ti next, eventually locating and attacking her. but Shakti managed to disorient Vader enough to escape, taking several Padawans with her. Arligan Zay, the general of the Republic's Special Operations Brigade, also escaped around this time, thanks to the help of a rogue ARC trooper, Captain Maze. After this, only 3 Jedi Masters remained to command the defense of the temple, and the 501st gunned them all down. Vader then went to clear the Jedi High Council's meeting chambers while squads from the 501st cleared out the other 4 spires. There, Vader found a clan of younglings who had taken shelter from the fighting. He slaughtered them all. As the Jedi Temple burned due to damage it had sustained in the battle, Senator Bail Organa flew over to investigate. He was turned away by Commander Appo, but before Organa left, Zet Drukasa charged out and severely wounded the clone commander. Drukasa was killed, but his death confirmed Organa's suspicions that the Republic had turned against the Jedi. Shortly afterwards, martial law was declared on Coruscant and the temple precinct was locked down. Coruscant Rescue Ops was forbidden from putting out the fires at the Jedi Temple, while the Coruscant Security Force joined the 501st in hunting down any Jedi who had escaped. Before the night was over, all the Jedi in the temple had either fled or been slain. The entire security force of the temple, including the temple guards, were massacred by the men of the 501st. As the sun rose on Coruscant, the corpses of thousands of knights and Padawans were strewn all over the temple ruins. With Operation Knightfall complete, Darth Sidious paid the temple a visit, praising Darth Vader and then sending him next to Mustafar. Following this, Sidious, in his guise as Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, called an extraordinary session of the Senate for later that afternoon. In that session, he declared that the Jedi had attempted to overthrow the Senate, and he formally transformed the Republic into the Galactic Empire. While this Senate meeting took place, Jedi Masters Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi stormed the temple, cutting through any clones who got in their way. Commander Appo sent all the clones he could muster to kill the 2 masters, but Yoda and Kenobi nonetheless made it to their objective, the temple communications room. There, Kenobi defeated the clone assassins guarding the recall beacon. He then recalibrated the beacon, having it instead transmit a message informing any surviving Jedi that the Order had fallen and that they should get as far from Coruscant as possible. Before leaving, Kenobi went through the temple's security footage, discovering that his former apprentice was responsible for the massacre. Yoda and Kenobi vowed to kill the Dark Lords of the Sith before parting ways, leaving the Jedi Temple behind. All over Coruscant, rumors spread about what had happened at the temple. Even after the official explanation of a Jedi coup had been released, many didn't buy it, believing there must have been another explanation. There was also plenty of confusion about who was dead and who wasn't. According to one report, Shakti had been killed in the assault. It was widely circulated that Anakin Skywalker was also among the dead. Skywalker, supposedly, had been the last Jedi in the temple to fall, struck down by overwhelming numbers of clones while defending a group of younglings. Few knew the truth about what Skywalker had done that night. In less than 24 hours, the Jedi Temple was cleansed of life, the Jedi Order effectively destroyed in the process. In the immediate aftermath of Operation Knightfall, Vader and the 501st took the temple as a base of operations, using its facilities during the later parts of the Great Jedi Purge. As the number of Jedi in the galaxy dwindled, the 501st abandoned the temple, handing it over to Sidious's Shadow Troopers. After the Jedi Temple ceased to be useful, Sidious had several sections of it altered to make it seem as if the Jedi had always been up to no good. Once these secret renovations were complete, Sidious offered guided tours of the temple ruins to high-ranking Imperial figures, showing it off as a rather dark trophy. In Legends, the new Jedi Order eventually reclaimed and rebuilt the Jedi Temple. But what do you think? Are there other Star Wars battles you'd like to see us analyze? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.